Why is owning your oddities important? And the reason I asked this question is because at Squire 2 weeks ago, I was giving my talk. And then after I was finished, I was calling on each kid to ask if they had a question. This one kid raised his hand. He says that he wants to become a cop. He's like a sophomore, I think, in high school.
Yeah.
He wants to become a cop, but he doesn't know if he wants to do it because his friends are like anti-cop and they, the stuff they do is like not about that life. And so I told him, I was like, bro, you gotta own it. Like, who cares if you want to be different, whatever. If they're your boys, then they won't care. Like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But then it turned into this bigger conversation about why being different, owning your oddities, being okay with, I guess, being into the nerdy thing or whatever you're into is actually a good thing. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Bro, I think everyone needs to embrace their inner freak. And this is actually something that Steve Eckhart, right, lead instructor there at the project, and he also runs the Squire with us, talks about, like the angry Marine that Steve Eckhart, the bald guy that you guys see on the videos where he's always looks like he's beating the shit out of grown men and demoralizing them and just belittling them. That's Steve Eckhart. His family code is the freak code. They call themselves freaks because they wear mismatched color shoes. So it'll be the same brand of shoes, like let's say whatever, fucking Jordans, but they'll buy 2 pair of everything, a black set and a white set, or a red set and a blue set, and they'll mismatch the colors because they have their own little freak code. And I think it's important, man, because think about this. Your fingerprint is unique to you. Your DNA is unique to you. Like, that's why in court they can catch you by fingerprint. They can check your DNA and go, that was Leighton. That's only his DNA match and that's it. So if that's unique to you, aren't your oddities unique to you? Your personality quirks, your hobbies that someone might be into. I know this lady, she's into, like those giant glass bottles where they'll slowly build like a pirate ship into it.
Yeah.
Bro, she builds pirate ships in tiny little bottles using like little tweezers, and takes her months to do this thing, and then glues it all and then corks it and then boop, sells it, right? She's an odd duck. She's a weirdo in that way. I mean, you want to talk about an odd duck? Craig Ballantyne, right? Craig Ballantyne is a bit of an odd duck. But he's loved by those who can relate to him. So whatever your oddities are, your weird quirks, your hobbies, the things that make you unique and special, just like your fingerprint and DNA, if you don't embrace it, you become homogenized. Mm-hmm. We both live in Chino Hills. You know what I'm about to tell you here, and all of you watching and listening to this, you're going to be able to relate. At the shops here in Chino Hills, right there by P.F. Chang's, they set all those Tesla battery chargers. You've seen them, right? Like literally like 50 cars straight. They look like, of the 50 cars every night that are backed in there, maybe 40 of them are white, because there's more than white Teslas everywhere. They're all backed in, charging, and then you look through the windshield and you see like the person on the phone, and since it's nighttime, with the blue screen on their face, right? And I'm like, holy shit, these humans are all homogenized. Like, they couldn't even buy, it's like, did Elon have a sale on white Teslas? Like, did they not consider buying a fucking blue, a black, a green, a yellow, a red Tesla?
Purple, let's go.
Right, in your case, purple, right? Yeah, very shiny purple. But like, I don't want to be like everyone else. Yeah. Surely all those people have something unique and special about them, but what do they want to do? They want to stifle it. They want to be like, you know what, I want to blend in. I don't want to stand out, because truly the nail that stands out does get the hammer. Meaning you're going to get judged every now and again, right? It's like, why do you have a purple car? Yeah. Like a purple car with, like, what's that black logo that's on
Black Panther?
Black Panther, yeah. Right? Like, I mean, that's a statement.
Yeah.
Are you not making a statement?
Yeah.
But I know you, and that's your heart, and that's who you are. Like, it wouldn't be any other way. Like, that's who you are. And for you to do that, and if you were to go like, I'm just going to peel the fucking wrap off, I'm going to take the Black Panther off, and like, I'm going to make this a fucking white regular car and blend in, like, that would be like turning off Leighton's light, right? And so whatever makes you unique, you have to, now, to the point of legal things, right? Yeah.
Disclaimer.
So, the disclaimer is keep it within the confines of the law. Someone out there in Kentucky, well, then I can go marry a 14-year... No, motherfucker, don't go doing that, you fucking hillbilly, right? By the way, I know you guys aren't hillbillies in Kentucky. Some of you might be. But we also probably have hillbillies out here in Hesperia, California,
exactly.
right? Which is like the meth capital of California. So there you go.
Bakersfield.
Yeah, send all your fucking angry comments to Leighton, not me. All right, but truly, bro, like you have to embrace your inner freak.
Yeah.
And you have to build on that. That's what makes it unique and special. You look at anyone from Joe Rogan to Elon Musk to anyone famous in entertainment, music, television, comedy, entrepreneurship. It's because there's that unique quirkness about them. Look at Elon Musk, like, you know, little pot belly, pasty. Is like, do you not get any sun? Like, can you walk out in the sun for 10 minutes?
He's not in Africa anymore.
Right, that's true. He was a former African. Yeah, he's not African anymore. For those of you like, what are you talking about? South Africa, a lot of white people, that's where Elon's from. But technically he's still African. But all that to say, man, people need to embrace that. When they don't embrace their oddities, I think they will later on in life have regrets. And what I found, that if the more I walked in line with what everybody wanted, I was like that conveyor belt of being homogenized, fall in line type of thing. I was just so fucking bored and felt like my life was overly predictable in a bad way. Like, okay, there's nothing exciting in my life, but why not embrace my quirks and my weirdnesses and live a little? Like, there's nothing wrong with that, and I think more people should. Listen, I stopped taking all of those and I started taking this, the Trine Wellness Shot. In fact, I created this because I was sick and tired of every morning taking 11 different supplements like turmeric, ginger, cayenne pepper, black pepper, vitamin B12, echinacea, vitamin C, zinc, right? Think about this. If you want to improve your immune system, if you want to fight off inflammation in your body so that you have better gut health, you have more energy, your joints don't hurt, then you're going to want to take all those supplements. And I was taking it twice a day, every day. And so when we created the Trine Wellness Shot, we cut no corners and we spared no expense. And so in this, you've got something that's going to not only help boost your immune system, but also fight off inflammation. Because if you're a high performer and if you want to get more done, if you want to stay more focused, if you want to make sure that you don't get sick as frequently, then you have to care about your immune system and you have to fight off inflammation, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're high performing and you have a stressful work day from time to time, right? And so here's what I want you to do. You're going to click on the link in the description box or go to truline.com and you're going to use the code word Bedros. And when you use my name, Bedros, you'll get 50% off your first subscribe and save bundle. For whatever reason you don't like the Trine Wellness Shot, which I have yet to meet anyone who doesn't, then let us know in your first 30 days. We'll give you a full refund. Part ways as friends. Fair enough? Go check it out. Use the code word Bedros. Get 50% off. Peace.
Last thing on that. Most of the things you do is kind of like, it's just cool. Working out, you're fit, that's cool. You work on cars, so you're into cars, that's cool. Like, is there anything that you haven't shared that's like an oddity of yours that you like, that people wouldn't know?
Yeah. So I play table tennis. It's kind of
Okay.
nerdy,
Yeah.
right? Kind of nerdy. I'm pretty damn good at it. So is Andrew, my son. Also, I teach myself, I like to fiddle with the piano.
Yeah.
I can play music by ear if I just listen to a song over and over again. Definitely an oddity. I'm not going to be any kind of musician ever. I know that for a fact. Yet I enjoy that. And so some other oddities. I enjoy driving in silence. Like when I have speaking events in Arizona or Las Vegas, 9 out of 10 times, I like driving by myself. Mm-hmm. Whether the team is flying there or not, I don't fly with them because I'm always in airplanes anyway. Mm-hmm. I like driving in silence by myself. No music, no podcast, no coaching calls, because that's pretty efficient. I could be like listening to podcasts or doing coaching calls, just silence for 5.5 hours.
Damn. I was going to ask you like the whole time? Yeah.
The whole time.
Okay.
And that's odd.
Yeah.
But also I realized like, well, maybe not so much because I'm always either on stage or behind a microphone or being interviewed or whatever. And so I just love being in my own head and just talking to self and just watching the mountains. And, you know, so not everything do I do is cool. And those are just the things I could see off the top of my head. Here's another odd one. I've adjusted my macros so that every night I can have a bowl of the Lesser Evil brand Power Curls. Like basically just think bowl of potato chips, right? But it's just less damaging to your body than potato chips. Like, so as much as I sit here and tell everyone like, hey, don't be a fat fuck and, you know, and eat clean, I've adjusted my macros where every night I can have a bowl of pretty much potato chips.
Right. And
I still have abs. I'm still veiny. I'm still fucking awesome. Yeah. But that's a bit of an odd thing to do. Like, technically, I should be perfectly disciplined. I ain't perfectly disciplined. Because I enjoy that. And you know what? Good for me, because I have that every night while you know, we're watching an episode of something that makes us laugh. And that makes me feel good. Mm-hmm. And here's another oddity. I love romantic comedies, rom-coms. Like, it wouldn't be my first movie to go to, but it's definitely in my top type of movies. Like, I just do. You know, and you know, I talked about the other day that I listen to Jack Johnson every morning, and someone's like, oh, there's a softer side of Bedros. He's got it. Like, I listen to Jack Johnson every morning, and he's just serenading me, like a man with a guitar talking about the love of his life and the Hawaiian Islands and the sunset and surfing. But then when I'm in the gym, I'm listening to like fucking Tupac and Cube and Dre and what, right?
Much different vibe, yeah.
Yeah, and so I have plenty of oddities. Those are the ones I could think off the top of my head. And I embrace them, and I love them, and not all of them are cool.